Thanks. Thanks, Abel.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We are back on the fourth floor of the Mechanics Institute Chess Club. And hopefully there's no 40. Nick, it was a 45-second lag.
That's a long lag. Okay, I don't know how it got that long.
I don't either, but we're back. And hopefully there's not much of a lag going on anymore. Well, let's see. Okay, so this game went 93, and Black took on E4. Guess he didn't want to take on H3.
Bishop H3, maybe Queen H2.
And Queen H5 check, yeah.
Bishop F1, Queen takes H5 check because
right.
the pawn's pinned.
Black chose the simple route.
However, Bishop H3, Queen H2, E4. Ah, well.
All right.
Still alive for White. Still alive. It's
Oh, 95.
Does that work is the question. What happens on knight takes D5? You
Hold
go
on a second.
simply,
Why doesn't... Oh, if Queen G5, Knight G2. Okay, so Knight D5, Knight D5, Rook D5.
yeah, you go Rook D5, so if pawn takes D5, Queen G5 check. And
That's
anything you can
got to be
do
a winning queen endgame, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Just fantastic queen endgame.
But Queen F2 threatens Rook F7 check and protects the Rook.
Yes, that's the thing. There's and suddenly, okay.
Rook G5 check and King G7, saving the day.
Okay, nicely done. Nicely done by Nathan Fong. He's played calm, safe moves, and then this nice little flurry win a pawn.
And now comes A6. Suddenly, after A6, Nathan Fong realizes that he's playing Alpha Zero.
No, it's nicely done. Black's played a fine game.
We're entering the
Extra
result
pawn.
here.
It's technically winning. It's okay. It's still Samuel's played solidly and still just a pawn down. Maybe pawn to H4 here.
White is still hanging on for dear life.
Yes, it's he made all these kind of funny moves getting behind in development. But then Nathan was very patient with Black, just keeping the slight advantage, keeping the better kingside play, and then finally this nice combination, knight takes D5.
And as well as being a pawn down, the time situation is dire, extremely dire. Have you ever played with this delay? A 5, the delay time thing is just horrible. I mean, it's just, when you play on increment and you make a move, you know that you can recover some time. But when you're playing on delay, it's just like death at any second,
Yes.
You never accumulate more time.
And yeah, your clock goes down to
down,
5 seconds,
until you're finally left with your final 5 seconds, and you better make all your moves within 5 seconds. It's brutal.
Oh, look at this. That's just nice. You just grab a second pawn, very professional. That's probably the end of the game. Rook E4, pawn takes C5, pawn takes C5, Queen F5 check, trading the queens into a one pawn up, king and pawn ending.
Yeah, nicely done, if that's the sequence that follows. Let's see how this is going, though. Let's go down to Wang versus Mercado. And this actually happened, Nick.
This has been an
He
epic
took
battle.
he took
Nicely
he took the
done.
2 pawns with check.
And I think
The
you're
3
right. This was
pawns.
White's best continuation. So 3 pawns, bishop and knight against 2 rooks. Black king exposed, but I don't see a checkmate.
I would not want to be black here for some
No,
reason.
no fun for black, but you just want to survive. Put your pawn on b6 or something.
I mean,
It's
even with the queens off, it wouldn't be that easy. But I mean,
I don't think you can go queen e6, queen b5 check. That's trouble. I think you should probably go king to c7.
black
if
has to
bishop
get this rook at a8 into the game. I mean, White's having more fun, right, Nick?
Absolutely. God, White's having a
more
great
fun.
time.
And that, folks, is the what makes a chess game for the winner, or for the player. The player who's having more fun is, has the wind in their sails and is having more fun. That's all there is to it. And okay, so this is pretty dramatic. All right, let's see what's going on in Aiko's game.
Oh, that bishop's finally come to a good square. Aiko knows his what's Dutch defense. And that black king is going to be very safe on h7, which you like for time pressure to have your king safe.
That's a word of wisdom for you.
It was always a Peter Biasis statement.
Huh, I like it. Well, White hasn't really gotten much going in the last 40 moves, or sorry, in the last 10 moves.
So what happens on pawn to b4? I mean, it's going for that
Take.
e6 pawn takes b4, pawn takes b4, and
94 maybe.
94. Can we take it and grab that pawn on b6? Is that too greedy?
No, that's the thing to do.
I mean, black has at least bishops of opposite color and potential attack on the king. Yeah, maybe black even has something better.
Like knight a4 maybe.
Knight a4, knight d3.
Yeah, knight d3 counterattacking. Then maybe b5 though. Then
yeah, I'd say it's about even here. It'll be interesting in the time pressure.
Right, that's what we're waiting for, is the time scramble. When the brains get scrambled.
Nothing but fun can come out of that.
Okay, and black won the game, the Nathan Fong game. So we'll take a look at that at the finish of that.
Yeah, Nathan played very professionally.
This was the end of the final position. Let's see how it ended up like this. Boom, boom, boom. And White saw that Queen c5 is met by Queen f5 check. So played Queen d2, and Black just traded queens, and White gave up.
Okay, well done by Nathan. Very well done.
Nice game. And I kind of forgot where we were. Let's just jump up to Chambers' game again. Oh. Does black have anything here, Nick?
Again,
Taking-
just a little advantage. I just have to say that Mark is doing really solid play against the top-rated player in the tournament. But
White could have even played G4 there, maybe. But White's playing patiently. Nothing wrong with that.
yeah,
Okay, and on board 4, Nicholas Wang is swinging his pieces all over the chessboard.
oh, I didn't like that queen to e6. Just ouch, a little.
Black should have tried to run further, huh?
Yeah, I would have run first. But okay, let's, because you certainly don't want to go queen c6, knight e5 check. Yeah, that's 3 pawns for the exchange, and that would be a sure loss. So
I feel like black is losing here somehow.
maybe you have to go king c8. It's
And now if white can just march his pawns down past the 5th rank, it won't matter what black does.
yes. So it's unfortunate. King c8 locks that rook on a8 in his place, and you just go h4, starting the pawn march. And then black has to get the pieces coordinated.
Black decides to just cash in his chips.
Oh, okay, 95 check, and that's just I don't like that. Then you're down material.
Yeah.
Yeah, last 2 moves, Adam just kind of got tired of the hard defense.
Still, practically speaking, this might be black's best hope if he can keep the queens on.
I don't know. He's going to finally develop the rook e8, I guess. It's
or rook g8 is cheaper.
yeah, one of them.
Oh, he
But
plays rook d8 for some reason. Okay, oh no, it was rook e8. All right, we'll come back to this. We think Nicholas is winning, and it certainly looks that way.
yeah, check and pawn to h4 is a technically winning position.
You might even be able to play queen d4 check and queen a7 and really rub it in.
Oh, yeah, but let's just queen the kingside pawns, not get distracted.
Hello, Mr. Arthur Braden. Okay, let's take a look at Sean Kelly and Eiko Hidari.
King on h7, I just like that.
All right, so this game is just carefully played by both players. Clemens Gimmelfarb, we haven't looked at this in a while.
Kristen was in big trouble there.
All right, so he's blocking the long diagonal, but this just seems to be...
What's happened here?
This is just horrible. Black could have played rook g2 and rook f8 too. That would have been pretty strong.
Yeah, although this is yes,
White's just a piece down.
clear piece.
Yeah.
And a bad position.
Yeah.
So,
Christian kind of fell apart there. And this was the finish. We don't know what happened in this game, but they ended up as a win for black. So let's jump up to Chambers.
slow move again. Just okay. Ezra is figuring. slightly better, more time, just play solid chess.
Yeah, White's
And
White's cramped here. It's not easy to play this position. Hi, Elliot, as well. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening as we're winding down round one of the Tuesday night marathon. Coming into the last, I would say probably 45 minutes of play or so. Nicholas Wang. Oh, the queens have come off, Nick.
okay, and that's
That makes it probably a lot easier for White, I would say.
very technical. Yeah, how do you stop those pawns? That pawn, if it gets to h6, and the bishop on g7.
So we're getting
just,
into some kind of problematic draw area. You never know, right?
well, I don't see any real draw there. You can go pawn f3, you can go pawn h5.
You know what I want to see, Nick? I want to see Mike Walter order Gadir Gusenev a coffee in Azerbaijan while they're playing a game.
Now, they ordered you a coffee, wasn't it?
It was the most amazing thing. I was like, oh, I wish I had a cup of coffee. This was a couple of weeks ago. And wham, Mike Walter ordered me a cup of coffee, and I got a cup of coffee on, during the broadcast. It was fantastic.
Amazing.
Saved my day. And this is just horrible, isn't it? If Black could play king f3 here, maybe he'd have a chance, but the king is in a bad position as well.
Yeah, those pawns with that bishop are just monsters. Trading the queens wasn't good. Yeah, how do you, I bet you probably can. Some service in Baku. It's
Yeah. That would be the most amazing thing, right? Yeah. You probably can do it. The world is a small place now, And if I can, Nick was the one who really needed it, but we're not going to go there.
Okay, that was a couple weeks ago. Tonight I have my tea.
All right, we're going to move on here. Aiko's game versus Sean Kelly. I'd say White has not found any way forward in this game at all and is just kind of, let's take a look at the ratings here. They could have something to do with it. Yeah, Aiko is, knocking on expert's door, knocking on expert's door. And Sean Kelly is knocking on a player's door. So there's a 100 rating point difference between the players. And Black is probably trying to win, and White is content to sort of, well, White's not been able to find anything to do.
Yes, but Akko's down on time, so it's harder to press when you're
Arthur, where do you live? Not just a general area. We don't want your zip, address and zip code, but where are you? 100 miles away. Do they have Thai food where you are? Or do you have to travel 100 miles to get some Thai food?
Auburn. Oh, well, that's lovely, like halfway to the Sierras from the Bay Area.
Ah, huh. How about that? See, I'm unfamiliar with that. Thai garden. Sounds good. Sounds better than monkey Thai. Sorry, but um, yeah. Are there any fires where you are, Arthur?
Well, the fires, yeah, were south of Lake Tahoe. Um,
So that's nowhere near there. Is that right, Nick? I'm my
well, well, the Bay Area was getting smoke all the way from Lake Tahoe, so Auburn was probably getting more of it. But
right. That's what I would have
now
thought.
that Calder fire's getting under control.
Okay, this game. All right. So let's take a look at Clemens Gimmelfarb and White is still down a knight that he sacrificed. All right. So we'll just move on to Ezra Chambers. And White did play g4 to give himself a little more elbow room.
That was a good move. Just push that queen away from causing trouble. You're not trying to go forward, just hold those squares. And I'm sure Mark is just, he'd be happy with the draw against a player like Ezra. But
I mean,
Ezra has to
what
do
does Black have to
something.
do here? Does Black want to play f5 maybe himself?
It could be. I'd just go h3 for white, just hold the squares. Um, Make black try to do something. Play c4 or something. Or black, I'd go queen b7, put the bishop on f8, maybe look to play c4. But now Mark makes a kind of funny move. Rook h1.
Yeah,
It's
I
really,
don't think White wants to play h4 particularly.
yeah.
I mean, if he could, maybe he could follow it up with h5, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's a silly idea, I think. Maybe.
I'm afraid Ezra like queen d7 and bishop f8, pawn c4,
There you go. You want to
pawn
play c4
b5.
and not allow bishop d6 favorably for White, right?
Yeah, there's things black can do to get a slight advantage, and it's the time factor. So here's where the higher rated player often cashes in. Right now, it's nothing too bad for white, but I'm thinking in the next 5 moves we're going to see some change. Oh, king g6, pawn h5 check.
King g5, f4 mate.
He actually has king h6, but
Oh, yes.
it's so close.
It's close to mate, yeah. But Black is just waiting for the axe to fall.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was mate in one, and it was actually not mate in one. The brain is growing tired.
Get close though. King to g5, maybe bishop g7, trying to get in f4
There
mate.
you go. Yes, that would be very awkward to meet, wouldn't it?
And you try to get one of those Zugzwang positions where rook goes to d3, but I don't know.
No, it looks like the beginning of a chess problem.
But we can try to think of that and add to your Zugzwang article.
When you played chess in Mill Valley, did Arthur, did you play in the square? Like, is there a square where people play chess and there are chess boards in the middle of town? I seem to remember that in Mill Valley. In fact, I think I asked somebody about that recently as well, and they said, yeah, there is a square in Mill Valley, and like the town center, where the players have been getting together for decades. Fantastic. I actually remember that. Interesting. There's a yeah. Mill Valley's a lovely place. I'd like to visit again soon. Okay, so Kelly and Aiko are still battling out this position where white feels under no compulsion to play b4, and black is, the players are just holding it together.
Yes, I think you're right. That Pawn is just playing tough with the white side, just happy to make a draw.
And Aiko has getting into a bit of time trouble, and that can, if you're pressing for a win, you can lose your sense of perspective. That's the word I'm looking for. And Clemens, Gimmelfarb, oh, this is just going from bad to worse, it looks like.
Yeah, Kristen, if you pull this out, you're Harry Houdini.
Yeah. So back up to board one, Ezra Chambers going into the think tank here after rook h1. It's funny, it's a funny position where black is better, but you're not really sure what to do. How about doubling on the c file? Why hasn't black done that? Doubled on the c file with the rooks to take on d4.
Yeah, I think black has things to do, and yeah, you just don't exchange pawns, don't do anything, but double on the c file, queen d7, bishop f8, improve the position a little in preparation to exchange pawns on d4. Yeah, there's some, look for a break pawn to b5 or something.
And this game is Nick, did you ever see? Oh, well, you must have seen it. It was a game that Karpov beat Anand in an end game where it was during the Amber tournament, the blindfold tournament, and Anand thought that he was getting a draw by getting his king into the corner, with a bishop of the wrong color square. And Karpov played this beautiful sequence where he denied the king the corner square by playing like h3 and bishop h2.
Oh, so okay, and the king couldn't get in.
Yeah, but it was not obvious that like you can see why Anand did it. Karpov had to his king had to be on just the right square, and he had to do this. He didn't play bishop h2 right away. He had to retreat the bishop along the diagonal first, and forcing Zhuang, and then played bishop h2. It was really pretty. It was very pretty.
Well, Karpov was such a fabulous endgame player.
Yeah, he was. and that it was played in a blindfold, blindfold game as well. Towards the, was really impressive.
So those white pawns are just marching pawn to f5 or something. It just
Pawn to f5. Rook g1 is a hope. Yeah. My gosh, those pawns are just so far advanced. This is really getting desperate. Hi, Richard. Did you win your first round game? That's Richard Hack.
Nice to see Richard there. It's we're not able to see the results of the first round.
I no, unless they're being. I don't think so. Not yet.
Yes, it's still the pandemic where we're not getting the results as quickly as before.
All right, let's take a look at Aiko's game here. Ooh.
Okay, he did win.
Who won?
It's Richard won. He beat the kid who beat him the last tournament, which shows that Richard's just improving and the kid is not.
How satisfying. And now the threat is bishop takes h5.
And I have to say, ooh, this is getting dangerous. King to h6, bishop e3 threatens on to f5 check.
Maybe queen e8 or
Ooh.
queen f7 is more circumspect.
Yeah.
If white decides to turn, he plays knight e4. This just seems to bishop h4. Looks to me like black is hanging pawns here.
Oh yeah, that was not a great move. But all right, maybe we're getting some action. Bishop to h5. Maybe you trade the bishops and king to g8.
Or do you play queen a3?
Just take, okay.
No, that probably is no good.
Well, if you're satisfied with a draw, why not?
Yeah, that's true.
And at this point, I think Akko should say, okay, I'm down on time, almost 20 minutes down. That pawn was under pressure, so like bishop h5, queen takes h3, bishop g6 check with perpetual check.
Boy, we have the most literate people in our chess group here. We're referencing Ulysses. Team mature. Yeah, hooray for team mature. I mean, if white wants an easy draw here, just bishop e4 would even do the trick. Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Aiko loses his head sometimes in these positions.
Well, he's been trying to win, and gotten low on time, but now, yeah, it's more circumspect if he would just head for a draw.
I see a cheapo that doesn't work. If rook d2, I was thinking knight d3 check, but would actually not work. But rook g1 check, of course, and knight d3 check probably works as well.
Oh, I like rook d2 because that really ends the game.
Yeah.
Mate and 2 after that.
Yeah, white needs an exit. That's an interesting thing. Did you see Shanklin played, allowed somebody to mate him on the board?
I remember he did that.
And I think that, you know, in Go, that's a tradition that people use, is they find a place to give the game up, and it's they use it, they resign after sort of allowing a sequence. They allow their opponent to sort of force uh, to play a forced win in a sense. So
To show the artistic
to
sequence of it.
show the artistic part side of it, yeah. So it's kind of interesting. And chess doesn't really exist. That doesn't exist except for in certain places like when Shanklin. Oh, King B1 is an interesting move. I think it kind of overlooks the point here. Resigned by Kari Curie. Yeah, sort of. What was this King B1? That's an amusing move.
Maybe they're following your thought that you were just expressing, show a way to lose the game. Instead of resigning.
Carry. I mean, here we were just praising the erudite and literate, kind of conversation, and then Richard comes up with Harry Carey. Yeah. No, I love a good pun. There's nothing. I really enjoy a good pun. All right, so this game was over. And let's go back to Chambers. But going to Chambers sounds like some kind of, law office. Or, let's go. Sorry, Ezra, I don't mean to make fun of your name. But you know what? If there's anybody in the chess club that is entitled to make fun of other people's names, it's me. Because Paul Whitehead has been the subject of many a mocking pun or whatever. This is the time for me to settle old childhood grudges, Nick. To nurse my revenge fantasies. Jack Brickhouse.
Ezra has not put him away. It seems to me it was a premature exchange on D4.
If I'm white, don't I want to take on D6? Yeah, that looks right to take on D6. I could be wrong, but the white pawns are kind of perfectly placed in a way. And now maybe try H4.
Yeah, I guess Black will get the C file, which
yeah, I was worried about that too.
A little annoying.
Yeah.
But,
this seems perfectly okay for white now.
Yeah, you can play Bishop H3, but
oh, I see. Bishop A3. Yeah, I'm overlooking. Then white could trade and play Rook A1 and.
Yeah, it's
yeah. This is looking fine for white.
Yeah, Ezra's really got his work cut out for him if he wants to win the game.
All right. Are there any other games going on? Wang versus Mercado. Oh.
Is Adam still alive?
No. It's over.
All of those pawns. You can leave this position for a while. That's just awful. Bishop and 3 pawns. It's like a queen.
No. Enter. This result wasn't in.
We're entering a result here.
This ended a while ago. But.
Right.
Nicholas Wang won that game.
Yeah.
That looked kind of.
That looked like a great game. Nicholas played it. Well, they got lost in the middle game for a long time. Nick and I were puzzling over a bunch of moves
was
there in
going
the
on?
middle game. But then Nicholas landed a nice punch. And
Okay.
we have 2 games left here, folks. And that is FIDE Master Ezra Chambers, who doesn't seem to be getting anywhere in this game as black, versus Mark Drury, and Sean Kelly versus Eiko Hidari. Oh, okay. So we have a dominant knight.
One pawn less, but a dominant knight.
And
So
the bishop is hanging at d4.
yeah, but this game's going to be wild in the end, I think.
Yeah, this is not clear, is it?
Yeah, now what do you do with that bishop? It's fun. This game is fun. Either side could win it. But Akko's down to a minute 49,
Yeah,
so
that's an issue for black.
he's got
for
the
sure.
tough road.
And we've talked about this horrible delay time control. You know, horrible for the players, entertaining for the rest of us.
It can confuse your opponent. You know, they think you have no time, but if you're used to the delay, you can make use of that 5 seconds.
Yeah, the delay is so nerve-wracking. I mean, it's just incredibly nerve-wracking. So what about queen c6, queen d4, queen e6 check, Nick?
Well, you're not going to win that position.
No.
Maybe
Queen
you'll make
d3
it draw. Okay, automatically queen d3, queen d1. And you get greedy. Take the pawn on b6.
b6. I agree. What's going on here? What is black doing? Knight f2? You just take it. I mean, what else does white have? White could play queen e3, maybe.
Can you like be really bad and go
Knight f2 is illegal, of course.
I wanted to go bishop b6, king f5 with the idea of king d4.
There you go. Look at that here. Come on, Eiko. Bishop, king f5. Threatening king g4. He plays it.
Okay.
So
down 2 pawns.
Yeah, but queen f3, it looks fine, right?
Okay, queen f3, at least we get the queen to d2 check.
King h3.
Oh, king h3. Wow, okay.
And now white threatens queen h5.
Wow. All right. Yes, queen f3 is looking really good.
Queen h5, g5, queen h7 mate.
Oh, yeah. So,
oh, he finds it's too easy to find a move like that.
It is.
How about knight d2? Queen h5, king e4. Oh, he plays queen d2. That's a mistake, I think.
Yes, yes. King h3 is good.
He should have played knight d2.
He should have. So now king h3, he'll have to back up with king g6. But, you know, there's no checks. You could just start causing trouble with white.
It's funny how the bishop is actually perfectly played here.
Yeah, that great-looking knight on e4. What would Polagevsky say about it? It's what's it doing?
That's right.
Can't we put it on
I tell you, Nick,
I
yeah, that really opened up my world. Oh, what a blunder. Queen C1.
Oh, oh,
It's
oh.
mate in 2 moves, or winning the knight, right? Queen H5, G5, Queen H7, or Queen G4 is mate. Boy,
One move.
I'm overlooking the mates in 1. Ugh. Hey, thank
Ouch.
you.
Ouch. Akko, sorry, Akko, you just pressed too
He's
much.
gonna have to.
And
He's gonna have to find out the key to the time trouble issue, which
yes.
he is addicted to the time trouble problem.
And that knight on E4 caused you to get checkmated.
And here I was looking at Queen H5 check. I didn't even see Queen G4 mate. It's getting. I'm getting old and tired. Let's take a look at Chambers.
Well, Akko, sorry about that game.
Oh my gosh, what's happened here?
Okay, it went wrong. He
Rook
lost E-pawn.
Ezra defended the bishop with the. Somehow this doesn't
Oh,
look
he
like
should
it
have
should
traded
work.
one pair of rooks.
Yeah, he should have traded rooks. Here comes. Well, he did trade a pair of rooks. So what's going on here?
Well, yeah, it's got it.
It's getting
Now black's
awkward.
more active
Yeah.
with the C file. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, and then just lost that pawn.
Yeah.
What happens here? Oh, he just blundered. Okay, and
Well, I don't think he had a way out here after Queen C7. This is just, he has to get out of this Rook C2 horror. White's allowed himself to get
what about 91?
91.
It's bad, but you gotta do
G5
it.
maybe.
It's bad. You're right. That's a nice move. Already bad.
I can see nice moves, but I can't see mates in 1.
That white queen on A2, rook on A1.
Yeah.
It's just
Ezra is crashing through here.
did he win a second
Oh my
pawn?
gosh, this is a nightmare for white now.
Oh yeah. Now threatening queen takes D4, win on F4 also.
G5 is a threat.
Or G5 as Arthur says.
Yeah. Folks, thanks for joining us this evening. This is we're about to, I think, seeing the end of this game here. Rook F3 now, check, wins the rook on E1. So, and a FIDE master such as myself and Ezra Chambers is not going to overlook a move like that, even though I'll overlook a mate in 1. And this game is certainly over. Well, Mark played a great game, equalized, I think. I can be pretty confident of saying that he equalized. And then,
Did he just play an illegal move?
I think it's just the end of the game.
DGT
Yeah.
madness at the end, yes.
Okay, folks. Thanks everybody for joining us this evening. That was very amusing. We're going to stop the broadcast here, record the results, and we'll see you on Thursday for the Thursday night marathon. And playing in that is Grandmaster Gadir Guzenev. So join us, everybody. And I'm Paul Whitehead, and you're going to see Abel Talamentes saying good night for everybody. All right. Bye, Nick.
Good night, folks.
All right. Good night, everyone, and see you on Thursday night. So, and it'll be me, Paul, and Nick, rounds 3 and 4 of the Thursday night marathon. All right. Thanks for hanging out, everyone, and see you soon.